2021 is here. Finally. I know you're excited to start your epic 2021 comeback. But before you do, make sure you avoid these catastrophic but common fitness mistakes. It's the Fitness Avengers Show 2021. Hit it. Oh, yeah. Welcome to a fresh new episode of the Fitness Avengers, where we fight fat, frustration, and fitness fakes. I'm your host, master trainer, and author, Tony Arreola from TotalBodyProject.com, and I'm on a personal mission to simplify fitness for you. Coming at you every Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Facebook Live. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Man, it's probably the happiest year ever. Remember, where were you when this 2020 thing happened? When COVID hit? When life just changed? Man, that was a crazy day. Going to the gym and finding out, hey, your gym's closed. Oh, we're closing the restaurants. Oh, theaters are closed. And then here we are, Zoom call after Zoom call after Zoom call. But thank God, 2020 is over. Now we can really focus and try to close the page on 2020 and build a new, better 2021. But with things different, we need to kind of make some adjustments today. Hey, Diana. Hey, Doreen. Thank you guys so much for jumping on. It's a new year. We got new goals, big, huge goals. So we're going to talk about, hey, Nicole, we're going to talk about how to build your epic comeback, what you need to know. We're going to talk about how to get rid of some of that annoying negative self-talk. And we're going to talk about those catastrophic mistakes that I see every single year. And this is my 19th year as a trainer. I know. Started when I was about 3 years old. So now that I'm 22 and I have 19 years of experience, I'm going to really break down what you need to know. We'll have our Ask Trainer today is which exercises burn the love handles. You know, those love handles that just don't show any love, just kind of look kind of buttery and stuff. So we'll figure out what exercises burn those. We'll have a very special client spotlight, which is a cool story I'm excited to share with you guys. But if you're on here, go ahead and jump on and say what your 2021 goals are. What are they? Have you laid them out? Have you written them out? Have you told people about them? Set them big, set them huge. Get these giant goals, whether it be physically, mentally, financially, socially, anything that you want. You got to put it out there. And you want to really dream big so that you can chase these dreams and chase each one of them down. I want to thank today's sponsor, GetMeSkinny. If you don't have a copy of the book yet, make sure you grab your copy. Go to, on this thread, one of the comments will be, go to Total Body Project /free stuff. You can get your own copy of GetMeSkinny on the Kindle, PDF, or wherever you read your favorite ebooks. So thank you guys, and let's jump on in. So with this fresh injection, this fresh wave of optimism, we want to capitalize on this time, and we want to make sure that we don't go too far into like, yeah, I'm going to conquer the world and I'm going to excel. And, you know, today I'm going to eat cabbage and I'm going to get 15,000 steps and I'm going to sleep 19 hours. That stuff just doesn't happen. You really want to set yourself up by planning for the unexpected. You will fail at some point. You will encounter some difficulties, some challenges. Maybe the kids are getting in the way. Maybe the FA at work are getting on your nerves. Whatever it may be, life isn't going to go exactly as planned. And you need to be aware of that. So when these moments come, you're ready to kind of like absorb them and then kind of move on. Because as 2020 showed us, things can get crazy. They can get crazy pretty fast. And if you're not ready, these things will will derail you, and you're going to have a really hard time bouncing back. So know that as you're laying out these goals, these big goals, you know, to get your dream body, to be happy, be healthy, be super fit, super fast, whatever you want to be, know that the bigger you set to these goals, the more challenges and obstacles you're going to face. You can still succeed, but plan and know that you will encounter some challenges. You'll get over them, but you need to know that going in, that it's just not going to be smooth sailing. One of the biggest things that I want you to understand is what not to do. Don't adapt this perfect mentality of everything has to be exactly as I plan. I'm going to read exactly for 20 minutes every day. I'm going to write in my journal every single day. I'm going to hit my steps. I'm going to work out 3 times a week, 5 times a week. I'm going to cook perfectly. This all or none perfection mentality is very common and it's very troublesome. It sets people up for failure all the time. This is why I see people fail a lot in my live training, but also on my online coaching program, where people think that they need to be perfect, they need to do everything right in order for them to excel. And that's not the case. You only have to be consistent. You have to be making some progress, and you always have to be moving a little bit forward. All those little things start to add up, and they start to propel you in the right direction. So try to get rid of that perfection mentality. Not there's no all or none. There's only tiny improvements, tiny steps that move you in the right direction. The other thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to follow your friend's plan. you de- Especially if your friend is not in shape. Right? That's like the worst thing I see. People not in shape coaching other people of how to like not also be in shape. I don't understand why you would want to listen to people that don't know what they're doing. Don't follow your friend's plan. They're not you. They may require a different amount of calories, different steps. They might have different limitations. Maybe things are different with their heart, their knees, their sleep patterns are different. They're not drinking enough hydration. They got a different work environment, different life environment. Their spouse is different. Every single case is different. And what's going to solve you is a solution unique to you. So don't follow your friend's plan that said X so and so lost this much doing this, because that's not you. That might not work for you. Keto works for some people, doesn't work for other people. Intermittent fasting works for some people, doesn't work for others. So if you're trying to follow a plan that's your friend's plan or your coworker or worse, someone that's not even in shape but doesn't even know what they're talking about, then that's a losing way, a losing ordeal, a losing uh, a recipe for a lot a lot of failure. So just don't do that. That includes opening up the magazines and doing like the your bodybuilder workouts, or like now what's famous is like on Instagram just doing like random workouts that my friends in the fitness space put out, which I like. It's good that they're putting out workouts, but they're random. Their workouts most of the time is workouts for them, and they just say they're for you to build your body. That's not the case. They're not you. They don't understand you, and no one can build a program for you without knowing who you are. So take that into consideration when you're starting off this new journey, and we want to make this a successful journey. Last year, I was fortunate enough to help the most people I've ever helped in my career, and this year I'm hoping to double that amount, helping more people get to their kind of dream goals and getting to fitness and wellness to make it easy in their life and not something that's kind of difficult. Because I firmly believe that fitness and wellness is something that we all deserve, and if we can master the fundamentals, it turns out it's not too hard. It's requires work. It requires the right work, but it's work that you're definitely able to do. Now the next thing, so now that you have your goals kind of laid out, you want to have your plan of how you're going to attack this. So whether it be get the 7,000 steps, get the 8 hours of sleep, make sure that the water is clear, take your vitamins, eat fruits and vegetables, whatever your plan may be that's unique to you, you want to make sure you have one and that it's realistic. When are you going to have time to do this? Is it going to be when the kids are in school? Is it going to be when they're on break? Are you going to do this in the morning, in the afternoon? You need to schedule that time and put it in. If not, it's not going to get done. So write your plan down. Have it specific to you, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. And I'm reading some studies where that talk that you have to yourself, that self assurance, is really vital for success. And we're more likely to change and to make positive changes when we feel good about ourselves. So if things don't go well, don't beat yourself up and say I'm an idiot, or I never get this done, or I'm always failing. You don't want those tracks playing in your head. That negative self-talk is very toxic. You want to kind of catch those things and be really kind to yourself. Say, I haven't mastered this yet, or I'm a work in progress, or whatever you're gonna say to yourself. Just don't be mean. You want to talk to yourself like the way you would talk to one of your like a really good friend, someone that you care about. You wouldn't tell your friend like, "Hey, it's stupid, don't do that," or "Why do you always fail?" You would never talk to anybody like that. So you always want to think that self-talk should be positive, and you should talk to yourself like you would talk to like your loved best friend, or like your mom, or somebody that you really care about. Be endearing, use positive words, self-assurance. Be good to yourself, because the better you are to yourself, the more kind you are to yourself, the more likely you are to change. And I know it's difficult for us because we're so used to beating ourselves up when things don't go as planned. We're so used to telling ourselves that we're dumb, or we're not smart, or we're not fast enough, or why do these things always happen to me? And then it gets it gets in our head. These toxic thoughts, they're called automatic negative thoughts, which are ants. They're called thought thinking errors. These toxic things that are just fill up our head, makes it difficult for us to achieve things that are noteworthy. So if you're trying to set out these big goals, and you have, whether it be to write a book, build a business, get another job, get a promotion, whatever, go for a certain maybe you want to go for a public office, whatever the goal, you really want the talk in your head to really be positive and encouraging. So I invite you to catch those negative thoughts and then smash them. Smash those negative thoughts, those ants. When you see them, smash them, catch them, and then smash them. Now let's talk about what. Now you're starting. Okay, so it's day one. You're excited. We got 52 weeks in the year. This is the first week. And where do we start? I want to knock it out, T. Right. We're going to start small. Always start small. For any huge change, the answer, the solution is always going to be asymmetric. Big goal, little actions. That's how you get there. Little action, little action, little action, and then you get to that really big goal. And you want to start with the acronym, with the acronym that I use is from Jim Quick. It's S3, which is simple, small steps, which is easy to remember. You want simple, small steps. So instead of, you say you want to drink more water, well, how could you drink more water? I mean, maybe you put a water bottle when you're doing your Facebook live shows. Kudos, by the way, if you're doing your own live show. Maybe it's filling up 3 water bottles and keeping up around the house. Maybe it's the easiest one for me. If I tell all my clients is to check your color you pee. Clear pee means healthy me. Clear pee means healthy me. Clear pee means healthy me. So if the pee is clear, it's easier for guys to check, but girls, you can also check. If the pee is clear, then you're drinking enough water. And that's an easy step that you can implement. For, say, you're trying to knock out sleep. Sleep is so important. It's so important. What small thing can you do tonight to improve your sleep? Is it dim your phone screen? Is it turn off electronics at 10 p.m. or in my case 7:30? Is it take a shower earlier? Is it writing your journal? Whatever it may be, pick one small simple action and make it small. And as you start building these things, once you start doing that simple action, another good practice to do is to celebrate it. So if you do like a little, they call it shine in Atomic Habits. That means when you drink water, celebrate a little bit. Yes, woo, I did it. These little actions, they feel good. Like, yeah, I got a little rush from that. All these little mini celebrations really cement really good habits. So then that's what we want to. That's what we want. We want to really, for behavioral change to happen. This is the plan I outlined in my book, Get Me Skinny, and it's just the pillars that I really lay out for my clients. It's the pillars for success, essentially. So you're looking at first thing that you want to look for is your bigger burn. What's your big passion? Like, why do you want to accomplish this? So in the case of, say, like completing my first Ironman, which was a huge deal, my big burn in that case was I really wanted to bring closure. I want to bring peace. It's kind of like as a tribute for my brother's passing away, and that was like a huge deal for me. So no matter what happened, no matter the amount of suffering that I encountered, training for the Ironman, and it's a 13-hour event. I knew that my bigger burn was going to get me through the whole way. So you really want to find your driving force, your big motivation of what's going to push you. The next thing you want is your accountability. Who's going to help you? You got to form your accountability alliance. Is that going to be a trainer, a coach? Is it going to be a family member, husband, somebody at work? I get Zoom calls, somebody at your Zoom job. Who's going to help hold you accountable? Because a stick by itself is not too powerful. Add a second stick, a little stronger. Three sticks, and you're a lot stronger. So you're going to either fail alone or thrive in unity. So make sure that you get your accountability alliance, get those guys together, and get them really on your team. And then the D in MAD plan is your discipline. You want to make sure that you're sticking to what you said you're going to do, doing what you should do, whether you feel like it or not. And that's a hard one. Here's a good example. This Facebook Live just shut down, and then but I committed to doing the Facebook Live. I could have just quit halfway through and been like, oh well, that's the way it goes. No, but you have to have the discipline and the resolve. And like we talked about earlier, is sometimes things aren't going to go well. Expect failure. Expect things to happen. Expect these setbacks. And when they come, just embrace them and know that they're part of the process of you moving on to becoming that next version of you. Now, my specialty, and I went to school for economics, my degree in engineering. I got my degree in engineering and my degree in economics, but I really specialized in behavioral change or microeconomics. And what I looked at with microeconomics was how people make these decisions. And the latest research that I'm reading is 40 to 50% of our daily lives are habitual. What that means is you're not making a decision for these things to happen. I'll give you an example. In the morning, you don't wake up and decide, hey, should I take a shower today? Should I brush my teeth? Should I make coffee? Should I put on pants or underwear? These things are habitual. And for you to break the game wide open, and my goal and my dream and my passion this year with all my clients is I want to move all their healthy habits. I call them the 5 daily dids. I want to move all those healthy habits into automatic land, which would be just incredible. What that means is everyone's stepping enough, sleeping enough, drinking enough water, taking their vitamins, and eating right, just on automatic. Now imagine what kind of world that would be, where you're not even worried about health or fitness. That thing is on automatic. Now you free up 50% of your brain's capacity to open it up to creativity, to do other things that you want, because you don't have to worry about being healthy and fit. You're like the epitome of fitness. Oh, check out my new shirt, by the way, guys. Thanks to our sponsors, Total Body Project. They finally chipped in for a new shirt. We had the same shirts for like the last 10 years. We finally got some new shirts. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. For those of you guys who jump back on, make sure you guys hit those loves, hit those likes, emoji time, emoji party, comment, get me skinny. I got a huge, a little get me skinny challenge coming up next week. I'm running it July 11th through July 15th. And that's going to be in the Fitness Avengers group. So for 5 days, I'm going to go on there live. I'm going to send you some emails with healthy habits, and we're going to try to establish 5 healthy habits on your Get Me Skinny journey. And you're going to lose 30 pounds. No. The show's called Fighting Fitness Fakes, guys. No one loses 30 pounds in 5 days. That just doesn't happen. Oh, Doreen, I don't know. I'll talk to my sponsors to see if we can get shirts and hats for sale. That'd be cool. All right. So now that we got our goals, we're going to start working on our habits. Now, where do I start my epic comeback? The gyms are closed, and if you're operating underground, what can I say? I don't blame you. I know my friends at 24 Fitness and LA Fitness and all those big boxes guys are, pretty upset about that, but pretty pissed about it. But if you're a small gym and you got to pay the bills, you got to pay the bills. I mean, my gym's been closed, so I got to train outside and on the streets, in the train tracks, the trees, outside in the parks. In actually, most of my training is online, so eventually the gym will be open, but it'll be fun. But what you need to know is that when you're starting your epic, and I mean epic, 2021 comeback, don't worry about where you started. You can start anywhere. I literally got an 87-year-old couple that I'm starting from home, and all they have is uh, an iPad. That's all. But we're gonna start knocking out healthy behaviors. We're gonna start working on the mindset. We're gonna start working on their stretching, maybe throwing a gratitude journal, all these different things that are gonna help their overall wellness. So you don't need a lot of stuff to start. And don't let that get in your way. Like, oh, I'm gonna start when the gym's open. Yeah, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna start when, man, just start. If you're gonna start running, don't wait to get the perfect shoes. Don't wait to your Asics, your XJ900s come in. Just get out there and run. Just do it from whatever you got. Now, what are your 2021 goals? I think I have Nicole's, I have Diana's, Doreen. I need your goals. I have almost all my clients' goals, and if I don't have your goals, and you're watching this video, and you're my client, shame on you. All I'm doing is asking you for your goals. Now, if you're not my client and you want to share your goals with me, I love to hear them. Let me know. What are they? Physically, mentally, professionally, spiritually. Let me know what they are. And if I can, I'll help you accomplish these things. Or if anything, we'll play this video next year and see if you hit them all. And if you didn't, it's not a big deal as long as you're moving in the right direction and you have some goals with a deadline. Because remember, dreams without a deadline can quickly become nightmares. We don't want that to happen. Now, one thing that can really help speed up your goals and make sure that you kind of stay on track is to get professional help. I know for myself, I have a nutrition coach, I have a fitness business coach, I have a swim coach, I have a writing coach, and I have a video coach. That's a lot of coaches. But what I figured out is I don't have to be learning everything myself. If I learn from the brightest and the best in that area, guess what? I'm going to be one of the brightest and the best in all these areas. So fitness, health and wellness happens to be my specialty. Going into my 19th year, I have over 45,000 hours of one-on-one training. But my job literally is to figure out how the best way to help you and how the easiest way for you to implement the action is. And if you can't do it alone, it's because you're trying to do it alone. You're failing for a reason. Get some help, get professional help, get someone who's ideally not a fitness fake. And what I mean by fitness fake is that last week, they worked at Best Buy and now they're a nutrition coach. God. Or, they have another job full-time and they're also a trainer. God, the way I look at it is if they're good enough to be a trainer, then they're good enough to, or someone that used to be a trainer. I mean, how many of them are those? How many of them? It's got to be like at least 1,000 of those, right? Oh, I used to be a trainer. I can help you. If you're any good, you still probably would be a trainer if you're any good. So just please get some good help. With that said, make sure you guys are ready. Make sure you guys enroll. If you're not in the Fitness Avengers yet, get on the free 5-day Get Me Skinny challenge. We're going to get after this, guys. We're going to build the foundations for your 2021 so that you can succeed. It's going to be pretty awesome. Starts on Monday, January 11th, right? But don't worry. You can still start working on your goals now. That's just going to be amplified. So we're going to have some extra special help for you guys. And now for our, we'll do the Ask the Trainer first. We'll do the Ask the Trainer. And this one, this is Bill from Florida. He says, what exercises burn the love handles? Well, Bill, I don't know if you want to burn the love handles. I think what you mean is what gets rid of the fat around the sides, which exercises are the best ones. And you might be thinking it's crunches, maybe some side bends, some sit-ups, but it's actually not that. The exercise that burns the most fat is the one where you go to the grocery store, you get some healthy food, and you eat it. It's a pretty good exercise. If you do it at least once a week, maybe twice a week, you're gonna see great results. But as far as like spot reduction and like target, like those, I like those waist trainers. Those things don't work. And if you are, I'm sorry you wasted your money on those things. But chances are, when you put them on and you sweat, when you take it off, you still look the same. I don't care about, and I don't even believe Instagram photos anymore because those filters are crazy. They can give you abs now on those Instagram filters. It's like sad now. They make your eyes get bigger, your chin longer. one of my clients will show me they can make you taller. It's like, God, I don't. This is unfiltered, by the way, guys. This Facebook live show is unfiltered. I can't make my head bigger. My hair is this spiky. That is my real bike. Now let's look at our client spotlight. This is a cool spotlight. This is Nick, the man, Koo. And Nick actually started training with me when he was, I believe, 29. And Nick is going to turn 46 coming up. So he's been with me since the beginning. So like 19 years as my client. And here he is on top of Black Star Canyon. And Nick's, as you can tell, is really in good shape. And he actually hired me to help him increase his mountain biking, which I'm not a mountain biker, but I'm an endurance athlete. So I've done Ironmans, marathons, all those things. And I figured, I learned mountain biking. And, Nick, lent me a bike and I tried out mountain biking. And it turned out it was really hard. Mountain biking, if you don't know, the way Nick does it is you climb the highest mountain. So when you guys look in the mountains and there's snow, we ride our bikes from the bottom all the way to where the snow's at. And it's cold up there. And then I think I was going to be riding my bike up to where the snow's at. And it's really hard. And the hardest part, the hills you think is the hardest part. No. The hardest part is coming downhill. And I don't know if you've ever ridden your bike down like a single track hiking trail with like these curves that, lead over a cliff, going downhill. Like you're going 20 miles an hour downhill with brakes. And it's really scary. And the first time I did it, I was really scared. And, I thought, what if I plummet to my death? The helicopter's going to come get me. They got to find me. And I don't have my phone because there's no reception. And it was just all bad. And because of that, sometimes I really got scared and didn't want to go with Nick. And Nick is always pretty calm, collective. But, I love Nick and he pushed me and he stretched me. And now I've been mountain biking for 3 years. And, we set out this huge goal for his birthday, which is coming up in February. We're going to climb 10,000 feet, which 10,000 feet of climb is like maybe like 1,000, I don't know, skyscraper. So 10 feet is 1 story. So 10,000 stories. So riding your bike up 10,000 stories, which is crazy. It's going to be hard and it's going to take us roughly about 8 hours. But this is what life is. This is about pushing yourself. And the thing I love about Nick is that even as good a shape as he's in, he's always willing to push himself to that next tier, to see what's capable, to see what's possible, and to not let his mind go soft. It's so easy once we get comfortable to let our mind, our bodies, let everything go soft. And what we need to know is that our jobs as humans, in order to be happy, to be really happy, we need to challenge ourselves and we need to experience novelty. And novelty is doing something different, something outside your comfort zone. And so I invite you to ask yourself, when's the last time you tried something new? And if it's been longer than a week, 2 weeks, a month, maybe it's time to start. It's time to start to do something new so you can introduce that freshness. So thank you, Nick. You're an incredible client. I love you, brother. I'm proud of you. I can't wait till we do this 10,000 feet of climb together. It's going to be an epic story, even more epic than the one we had on Sunday. Oh, that was yesterday. So thank you guys so much for watching the part 2 of the Monday episode. Again, we're coming at you every Monday night at 6 p.m. just to give myself a little bit more time. And usually a lot more busy in January because obviously everyone's excited to get back in shape. Comment Get Me Skinny if you're not part of the Fitness Avengers or you want to be in the Fitness Avengers. Shoot me a message. Comment Get Me Skinny, and I'll send you an invite. Make sure you join before we start on Monday for our official 5-day Get Me Skinny challenge, which is going to be pretty awesome. I'm hoping that people can lose over 200 pounds. No, it's a lie. People don't do that, right? People don't do that. That's not how a change happens. Again, thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching this show. I put a lot into this show, and I really appreciate all the comments, all the feedback, and I appreciate you. Thank you for listening. 2020 was a tough year. It was a rough year for a lot of us, but I promise to do my best to help you as much as I can, and to deliver as much content and as more insightful information as I really build to give you an incredible experience. We got a great shows lined up for the month. Next week, the name of next week's show is called Skinny Secrets Revealed. So what are skinny people doing? What are they doing that they don't tell you? They're doing a lot of things, and I'm going to tell you exactly what they're telling you. My name is Tony Arreola, master trainer and author, and my purpose in life is to teach you health and happiness. Here's the reason I exist. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure you join the challenge next week. Thank you much, Nicole. Woo! Doreen, you guys made it back. Yes. All right. Exciting times, guys. I look forward to helping all of you build the best version of yourselves. Love you guys. Stay safe. Wear your mask, please.
Thank you for watching the Fitness Avenger live show. If you like the show, make sure to like it and share. Please join us next week on Facebook Live. This week's show is brought to you by our close friends at Total Body Project. Visit totalbodyproject.com for more info.